If you're waiting for pet brands to magically find your Instagram and offer you money, you could be waiting a very long time. A huge portion of being a pet creator actually is putting yourself out there in front of these brands. I worked with pet brands through paid partnerships, gifted collaborations, UGC, longer term partnerships, events, travel, and I've also sent a lot of pitches that went absolutely nowhere. Never got a response, ghosted, follow up, nothing. It happens to everyone. So let's talk about how you can actually get pet brand deals. Number one, you do not need a huge following. You don't need 50,000 followers before you're allowed to pitch a brand. You can pitch them at any size that you're at. Just starting out, great. Start creating that content and tagging those brands. Hit 500 or 1,000 followers, you can start pitching brands. A lot will be gifted probably at that size, but again, as you build your portfolio, you'll see. There isn't a magic follower where suddenly you're a real influencer. Your audience matters, but brands can also be looking at your engagement, content quality, your niche, audience demographics, previous work, and whether your pet actually makes sense for the product that they are selling. If you can show a company that you can create for them, you have something to sell. Start creating brand-friendly content before you've been paid. If you've never worked with a brand, create examples. You have to have pet products lying around your house. Don't have a pet? Find products in the niche that you want to create content in and just start filming that, filming yourself using it, explaining how it works, why you like it or don't like the product even, because honesty and authenticity is so important. So grab a product you already own, make the kind of video you want a company to hire you to create. Don't pretend it's sponsored, just make genuinely good content about something you already have. Now, when you pitch companies, instead of saying, I can make a great reel for you, you can actually show them the content you have created. Number 3 is build a media kit, but don't overthink it. Your media kit doesn't need to be 20 pages. 1 to 2 pages is typically great. Brands need to quickly understand who you are, who your audience is, what kind of content you create, your important analytics, and then examples of your work. Keep it updated because your numbers and your experience are going to change. Number 4 is stop waiting for those inbound emails. This is where things really change for me. You can pitch brands yourself. You do not have to wait for them to come to you. Find companies that actually fit your pets and your content. Please don't send the same generic message or email to 100 or 500 companies. They're going to know. They are going to know, and they're going to ignore it. Tell them why you're interested in their brand. Tell them why your audience makes sense. And most importantly, give them an idea. Instead of, hi, I'm a pet influencer, would you like to collaborate? Approach it as something more like, here's who I am, here's why I think we're a good fit, here's what I can create for you. You want to make it easy for the person reading your email to picture the collaboration. Be like, yes, I can picture this dog with our product doing exactly what they said. Make it realistic, but again, you can make it as simple or as unique as you want. Number 5 is gifted and paid are different. Getting free products can be really nice when you're first starting out. I still accept gifted opportunities very rarely, but only when they're genuinely worth it to me. Free product doesn't automatically mean a fair exchange for unlimited work. If a company wants a dedicated reel, multiple photos, stories, your raw footage, usage rights, exclusivity, or permission to run your face and content and ads, we're not just talking about a free bag of treats anymore. Learn what you're giving them. Make sure it is fair for both you and the brand. You don't want to be doing hours and hours of work unpaid for free in exchange for a bag of treats. Number 6 is learn usage rights before you sign anything. Research the terms that are in the contract. Make sure you have a contract. Especially if it is a paid deal, make sure there is a contract in place. This is one of the least exciting parts about being a content creator, but it is also one of the most important parts. Posting a video on your Instagram is one thing. Giving a company permission to use that video on their social media, in their website, in emails, on Amazon, or in advertisements can be something completely different. Some questions that you can ask if it's not already answered in the email or in the contract, and always double check those contracts, because just because it was in the email doesn't mean it made it into the contract. So questions you can be asking are, where are you using it? For how long? Is it organic usage or paid advertising? Is there exclusivity? Don't agree to usage rights if you don't understand what you are actually agreeing to. Ask questions, make the brand elaborate, and then do your own research to make sure it is a right fit for you. Number 7 is your rate isn't based just on your follower count alone. Think about everything the project requires: the concept, filming, editing, your audience, your experience, any revisions you have to make, the usage rights, exclusivity, the deadline, the deliverables. Sometimes the same basic video can be worth dramatically different amounts of money depending on what the company is allowed to do with it. So definitely ask. Number 8 is expect a lot of no's and a lot of silence. This is probably the part people don't show enough. You can send 10 pitches and hear nothing. You can send 50. You can have a company love your account and still tell you they don't have a budget. That doesn't automatically mean your pitch was bad. Brand outreach can definitely be a numbers game, but it's also a relationship game. So keep pitching, keep improving your portfolio, and keep creating. Number 9, don't accept every deal. This was something I had to learn. Not every collaboration is a good collaboration. Ask yourself, would I actually use this product? Would I recommend it? Does it make sense for my audience? Is the amount of work reasonable? And does this company want $1,000 worth of content in exchange for a $20 or a $100 product that I wouldn't otherwise use, or that I could just buy myself and choose to create the content how I want to? It's okay to say no to brands. It's okay to adjust scope. It's okay to just say no. Don't forget that. It's okay to go back and say, I'd love to work together, but for these deliverables, I would need to be paid whatever amount you decide, or I need this to be a paid partnership. Getting brand deals isn't about waiting until you're big enough. Start creating the kind of work you want brands to hire you for. Build your portfolio, learn how the business side works, pitch brands you genuinely fit, and get comfortable hearing no. Because you only need some of them to say yes. And if you want, I can also make a video showing exactly how I pitch brands, including the structure of the emails and what I actually include in my media kit. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.